Hi, I'm Valerie, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I try to offer some tips and helps for moms who are homeschooling. If you have not been to my channel before, um, that's no surprise since I have just started making videos for this channel. But a friend asked me a comment on my blog post with my previous video, where do I get the ideas for books for my children to read? Even though I've always used, as I mentioned in the previous video, I've always used a prepackaged curriculum. Many times they include lesson plans or step-by-step instructions to guide me on the way. I do supplement with a lot of reading material. Now, a lot of the books that my kids read are just books that my mother read with me. My mom is a huge fan of good literature, and she was a public school teacher for her entire career, over 40 years. And so I come by my love of books from her, and I really just was blessed that I have so many wonderful titles that I can start my kids on when they're very little, still able to sit in my lap. But when they get older, it is a little bit more difficult to find good literature choices. And so, thanks to my mom, I found this book here, Honey for a Child's Heart by Gladys Hunt. I think it's been revised since the copy that you see here, but it's a wonderful book. It has, it's divided up into sections. It talks about how you can help your children to select good literature, what to look for. The best part of the book, though, is the bibliography, which is in the back, and it's divided into sections on fantasy, classics, and it has so many. It's also divided by ages. Like, so here is good reading grades 4 through 6. So there's tons of great selections. She mentions, I believe it's this author that mentions that children can often listen to books at a higher reading level than they can read them for themselves. So you can select books that are above your child's reading level, and they will enjoy them. But if you handed them that same book to them to read on their own, they'd probably find it more challenging. But anyway, reading aloud is a wonderful activity. I was reading books aloud to my oldest child till she basically left home. So I never quit. I read aloud all the time. So this is a great one. The next one this is one that I used when I was a teenager. It's written by the same author, and in fact, I don't even know if it's in print anymore, but it's called Read for Your Life. Same format. She tells you what you need to read to prepare for college. She also gives tons of synopsis of different books. She's great. It's just this. It's more of this one. It's just for older teenagers. So highly recommend those books. I'm trying to keep these videos short. Another one that I love, and also from my mother, thank you, Mom, the Read-Aloud Handbook by Trelease. And this is obviously the focal point of this is books that you should read aloud to your children. And this is not just picture books. These are chapter books that will benefit your family if you read them aloud. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head which ones from this book we have read. Oh, The 100 Dresses. That's an excellent one. We've read that one aloud. Let's see. Regards to the Man in the Moon. These also are different. Like, that's a preschool book. Regards to the Man in the Moon by Ezra Jack Keats. So this includes all ages, not just storybooks, but on up, I believe Holes. I'm not sure how to pronounce that author's name. Louis Sakar. I've read that one aloud to the kids, I believe. Anyway, lots of variety of book styles, great recommendations, synopsis. All of these books as well tell you things that the books teach, the lessons that you want your kids to pick up on. Another one that I haven't used, I don't think, but I own it, Books Children Love. It's another guide to good literature, same kind of format. It's divided up into ages. There are synopses about the book so that you can kind of see if it would fit your child's interest. Also, Google is your best friend. I've Googled book lists for fourth graders. I've Googled book lists for fourth grade boys. Lots of great moms out there have written blog posts and listed the books that their boys or girls or both enjoyed. Also, Goodreads.com, the best website for book lovers around. If you're not a member, please join it. It's free. You make book lists. I have book lists there. My books are divided up into picture books, all the books I love from my childhood, children's books, which would be for older kids that they can either have them read to them or read on their own, and then young adult, and then classics. I there's lists, people make lists on Goodreads that you can use. Also, Bookshark. I'm not sure of the website. I believe I'll put it in the description when I find it. But Bookshark has their curriculum is based on books. I don't use that curriculum, but I read the books that they suggest a lot of times, and also Sunlight curriculum. I found a really great book there called Adventures with Waffles, and in fact, my friend read that book and loved it and commented about it, and that's where I heard about it. I was searching for book titles that would fit my kids' age ranges, and I came across that one, and it's hilarious. I read that one aloud to the kids. It's very good. So there are tons of sources out there for you to find great reading material, and it is the best thing in the world. If I could get paid to research reading material for people, I would do it. It's a lot of fun. So I hope this helps. Thanks so much for watching.